So we had to become warriors whether we liked it or not. But unless we stop this war, there is no more to conquer out there for us to go into heaven. What are we conquering today? For the lust for money, for the few that control us. That's what we're doing. What is democracy? If we are democratic and we claim that is the right way to live, how dare we go into somebody else's house and tell that person, either you do it my way or we'll decapitate you. Would you like it if they came into our land here and did that to us? No. Not the law of peace. It's a law of abnormality. So we live in an abnormal system. And even now, when we serve chiropractic, the best we can do is to serve. And then the person with its innate, which is not perfect, will adjust the person to live better with the condition he or she has. This is what it was. And don't you see now that the chiropractic that came here in 1895 was only a stepping stone to get to where we are going, to the spiritual chiropractic. But without doing what we did from 1895 to now, we would never have the equipment, so to speak, to go to heaven. We have to work for it. So war is nothing more than our arms, armament, and our legs, legions of soldiers. And if you ever saw a bust of Venus, of Milo or Milo, what do you find? Just a bust, no head, no arms, no legs. And what does it mean? That we have to cut off our arms, our legs? No. It means that the arms cannot rule us anymore. And our heads cannot rule us anymore. And our feet and our legs cannot rule us anymore. Venus, love. That's what it means. It's all symbolic. It all depends how we look at it. So if we look into the Bible and be very careful about what we read, no place in there will you find Judaism. And no place in there will you find Christianity. These are made up by humans, people who had certain control. And now they want to push this control to the degree where the whole world will become a slave. But that's, and listen carefully, not in the archives. You know what that means? Not written in the law. Take it easy. Have patience. So when we speak of freedom and of this, that, and the other thing, love, any element, if you like to call it an element, it's really not an element. It's not a thing. Of course it comes from a thing. It comes from a particular structure. And have love in us, we must be structured that way so that love will come out of us. If I hate, I am so structured. If I have fear, I am so structured. Without that structure, there could be no fear. So what must be done here? All these structures must be re-altered. Now I'd like to give you a parallel. If I were on a beach and the waves were coming in nice and slowly, and I would see a piece of weed come around, and I would pick it up. And that weed, to me, represents freedom. But then I look, and I see a bundle of weeds come in, and they are all tangled up. This is chaos. And we know that that single weed had the freedom to express itself. And we know, and if we don't, we should know, that when all these weeds become tangled up, what happens to the frequency? It gets lower and lower and lower. And what happens when frequency gets lower and lower and lower? Does it get hot or cold? Cold. Cold. That's right. And you're wondering about the great meltdown out there? That meltdown is going on inside of us. All this gathered, clumped up gangs within us are becoming separated. And when it does, the frequencies in us now start to rise. And when they rise, we feel the water coming out. This is the way we have to look at ourselves. No more shall we look at ourselves as those books want us to. No more shall we look at ourselves of divide and multiply, which is nothing more than mitosis, which means to break down and build up again.